Hello everyone, welcome to Vishnu IAS Previous Year Question Paper Revision Day 12. In the same YouTube channel, there is another free crash course for Prelims 2020 by Vishnu sir. He will be discussing about the prelims oriented topic. And join our Telegram channel to get info about the daily current affairs. First question is from 2014 question paper. Which of the following kingdoms were associated with the life of Buddha? Avanti, Gandhara, Koshala, Magadha. Select the correct answer using the codes given below. 1, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 1, 3 and 4, 3 and 4. Okay, and your answer is D, that is only 3 and 4 is correct. Okay, here the second option Gandhara is wrong because it is in Pakistan and Buddha didn't visit that place during his lifetime. So Gandhara is eliminated. So you will be remaining option C and D. Okay, let's see the explanation clearly. Buddha gained enlightenment at Gaya, now called Bodh Gaya, which came under the Magadha, now present day Bihar. Buddha passed the greater part of his monastic life at Shavati, capital of Kosala. The king of Kosala, Prasenjit, was a devout disciple of Buddha. During the times of Buddha, the king of Avanti was Chanpajoda. He sent his son, Chanpajoda sent his son Mahakachana along with 7 others to invite Buddha to Avanti. Buddha preaches them and all of them attain arhatship. But Buddha didn't go to Avanti because of his old age. He sent his disciple Mahakachayana was a native of Avanti. He sent him to impart his teachings. Okay, so Buddha didn't visit Avanti, so Avanti option is eliminated. Next is, there is no direct link between Gandhara and Buddha's life, although Gandhara later flourished as center of Buddhist art and architecture. Okay, so answer is D. Next is from 2010 question paper. Which one of the following is not related to United Nations? Multilateral Investment Guaranteeing Agency, International Finance Corporation, International Center for Settlement of Investment Dispute, Bank for International Settlements. And your answer is D. That is Bank for International Settlements. The Bank for International Settlements is an international finance institution which is owned by central banks, which fosters international monetary and financial cooperation and serves as a bank for central bank. Then Multilateral Investment Guaranteeing Agency, MIGA, is a specialized agency of United Nations which is formed in 1988 and with headquarters in Washington DC in United States. Okay, this Multilateral Investment Guarantee Agency, that is MIGA, is an international institution that promotes investment in developing countries by offering political and economic risk insurance. Next is International Finance Corporation, IFC, is a specialized agency of UN affiliated with but legally separate from the International Bank for Reconstruction and Development, it is World Bank, which is founded in 1956. Its headquarters is also in Washington. This IFC is an international financial institution that offers investment, advisory and asset management service to encourage private sector development in less developed countries. Okay, next is International Center for Settlement of Investment Dispute, ICSID, is a specialized agency of UN. Okay, it is formed in 1966 with headquarters in Washington. So according to this, all the first 3 options are related to UN, but the last one is not related to UN. Next is from 2011 question paper. Okay, a married couple adopted a male child. A few years later, twin boys were born to them. Okay, the blood group of the couple is AB positive and O negative. The blood group of 3 sons is A positive, B positive and O positive. That is, the 3 sons is 1 adopted and 2 twin boys. So they have given the 3 boys blood group. Okay, B positive, A positive and O positive. That blood group of the adopted son is what? Okay, that is the question. O positive, A positive, B positive cannot be determined on the basis of given data. Okay, and your answer is C. That is B positive is the correct answer. Let's see the explanation. The couples produce offsprings with blood groups A and B but not O, because when you see this picture here, the parents, that is mother is AB, the phenotype of mother is AB and father is O. Okay, so when the genotype A, B and O gets together, gametes A, B and O, they form AO, that is A blood group or B blood group. Okay, So according to this, they produce the offsprings with the blood groups A and B but not O. If the blood group of the three sons A, B and O, it means the adopted child have blood group O positive. Okay, so that is the answer. Let's see the next question. This is from 2012 question paper. Which of the following statements is or are correct regarding Brahmo Samaj? It opposed idolatry. Idolatry means worshipping the idols. Okay, it denied the need of priestly class for interpreting the religious text. It popularized the doctrine that the Vedas are infallible. Infallible means incapable of making mistakes or being wrong. Okay, so select the correct answer using the codes given below. Only 1, 1 and 2, only 3, 1, 2 and 3. And your answer is B. That is 1 and 2 was correct. Let's see the explanation. Brahmo Samaj was established by Rajaram Mohan Roy in 1830. The Samaj opposed idolatry, the need for priestly class for interpreting the religious text, and discarded the infallibility of the Vedas. Brahmo Samaj denounced polytheism and idol worship. It was against caste restrictions. It made faith in the doctrines of karma and rebirth optional. Devendranath Tagore considered Upanishad as the infallible and published some of its portions as Brahmodharma. Okay, so according to this, only B option is correct. Next is from 2013 question paper. During a thunderstorm, the thunder in the sky is produced by meeting of the cumulonimbus clouds in the sky, lightning that separates the nimbus clouds, violent upward movement of air and water particles. Select the correct answer using the codes given below. Only 1, 2 and 3, 1 and 3, none of these. And your answer is D. That is, all the three statements given here are incorrect. Let's see the explanation. Okay, first let us see how a thunderstorm gets formed. Thunderstorm is simply, thunder is the sound produced by lightning. It produces a sudden increase in the pressure and temperature of air surrounding. And with the bolt from the clouds to nearly tree or a roof, a lightning bolt takes only a few thousandths of a second to split through the air. So the loud thunder that follows the lightning bolt is commonly said to come from the bolt itself. This causes a rapid expansion of air and creates a sonic sound wave. So that is the reason for the sound of the thunder. Okay, thunder is a sound caused by lightning discharge. Lightning heats the air in its path and causes a large overpressure of the air within its channel. The channel expands supersonically into the surrounding air as a shock wave and creates an acoustic signal that is heard as thunder. Okay, so answer is D, none of these. Next question is from 2016 question paper. Swayam, an initiative of the Government of India, aims at promoting self-help groups in rural areas, providing financial and technical assistance to start-up entrepreneurs, promoting the education and health of adults and girls, providing affordable and quality education to the citizens for free. And your answer is D. That is, providing affordable and quality education to the citizens for free. Let's see the explanation. Swayam is a study webs of active learning for young aspiring minds. Was launched on July 9, 2017 by Ministry of Human Resource Development to provide one integrated platform and portal for online courses. This covers all higher education subjects and skill sector courses, and the objective of this is to ensure that every student in the country has to access the best quality higher education at affordable prices. Academicians from hundreds of institutions throughout the country are involved in developing and delivering MOOCs, that is massive open online courses, through Swayam in almost all disciplines from senior schooling to post graduation. So according to this, answer is D. Next is 2015 question paper with reference to dugong, an mammal found in India. Which of the statements is or are correct? It is a herbivorous marine animal. It is found along the entire coast of India. It is given legal protection under Schedule 1 of the Wildlife Protection Act 1972. Select the correct answer using the codes given below. 1 and 2, only 2, 1 and 3, only 3. And your answer is C. That is 1 and 3 is correct. Okay, second statement is wrong. Let's see the explanation. Dugongs are mammals, which means they give birth to young and they produce milk and nurse them. It is a flagship animal of Gulf of Mannar Marine National Park. Once the female is pregnant, she will carry the unborn baby called fetus for 12 to 14 months before giving birth. Okay. Female dugongs give birth underwater to a single calf at 3 to 7 years interval. Dugongs graze on seagrass, especially young shoots and roots, in shallow coastal waters. They can consume up to 40 kilograms of seagrass in a day. Dugongs are an IUCN endangered marine species like sea turtles, seahorses, sea cucumbers, and others. They are protected in India under Schedule 1 of Wildlife Protection Act 1972. Okay, this is the dugongs animal. Okay, this is 2017 question. Which one of the following objectives is not embodied in the preamble of the Constitution of India? Liberty of thought, economic liberty, liberty of expression, liberty of belief. Okay, whenever you study the Constitution, whenever you start with polity, be thorough with the preamble of Indian Constitution. Okay, and your answer is B. That is, economic liberty is not embodied in the preamble. Let's see the preamble of the Constitution. We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialistic, secular, democratic republic, and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic, and political, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith, and worship. Okay, the liberty of thought, expression, belief, and faith and worship. So according to this, economic liberty is not mentioned. Equality of status of opportunity and to promote among them all. Fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact, and give to ourselves this Constitution. Okay, this is the preamble. Okay, according to this, economic liberty is not the embodied. Next is 2018 question. Consider the following pairs. Craft, heritage of. Okay, Puthukuli shawls, Tamil Nadu. Suchni embroidery, Maharashtra. Upanda Jamdani saris, Karnataka. Select the correct answer using the codes given below. 1 only, 1 and 2, 3 only, 2 and 3. And your answer is A. That is, only first pair is correct. Okay. Let's see the explanation. Puthukuli shawls are made by Todas of Nilgiri Hills. Okay. Toda tribes of Nilgiri Hills in Tamil Nadu. Locally called Pugur, meaning flower. The fine and intricate Toda embroidery is done by tribal men and women on shawls. Okay, so this option is correct. Sujani, also known as Sujini, is a form of embroidery originating from Mushira village of Bihar. So option 2 is incorrect. Next is Uppada Jamadi sari is a silk sari style woven in Uppada of East Godavari district in the Indian state of Andhra Pradesh. So third statement is also incorrect. This is Andhra Pradesh. Okay, saris is Andhra Pradesh. Next Sujani is in Bihar and they have given it as Maharashtra. So only first option is bad correctly. Next is from 2019 question paper. Consider the following statements. Agricultural soils release nitrogen oxides into environment. Cattle release ammonia into environment. Poultry industry releases reactive nitrogen compounds in the environment. Which of the statements given above are correct? 1 and 3 only, 2 and 3 only, 2 only, 1, 2 and 3. And your answer is D. That is, all the three statements are correct. Let's see the explanation. Agriculture soils contributed to 70% of N2O emissions from India in 2010, followed by wastewater 12% and residential and commercial activities 6%. Okay, next statement 2 is also correct. Cattle account for 80% of the ammonia production and India is globally the biggest source of ammonia emission, nearly double the of NOx emissions. Next statement 3 is the poultry industry with an annual growth of 6% recorded an excretion of reactive nitrogen compounds of 0.415 tons in 2016. So according to this, third statement is also correct. Okay, that's all. Thanks for watching. Do subscribe our channel. Don't forget. Thank you.